You know, at Notre Dame, we sing, "What Though the Odds?" Well, now we're joined by a Notre Dame student with a backstory unlike any other. On October 9, 1996, Ugandan rebel group, the Lord's Resistance Army, or the LRA, abducted 139 of 400 girls from St. Mary's College, a Catholic boarding school in Aboke, northern Uganda. Among them was 14-year-old Victoria Nyanjura, who was held captive for a total of 8 years before she got the opportunity to escape. And now she's here to tell her story and how it's inspired her future. Victoria, welcome. We're so happy to have you here at Notre Dame Day. First of all, take me back to the night you were taken captive. What do you remember about that night?
All I remember was how the rebels started breaking the glasses of the window. They paved their way through. When they entered inside, they bolted the door, entered inside, and then started tying us. Some girls were tied on the back and others on the waist. I was among those tied on the waist.
You had 2 sisters at the school. What happened to them that night?
So one of my sisters was sleeping in the dorm that was never raided. She never got access to the rebels, but the younger one was abducted with me. She's among the 109 that returned with the nun.
I understand that the school's deputy headmistress, Sister Rochelle Fazera, followed the rebels that night with a bag full of money. And after hours of negotiation, she was able to get released more than 100 of those girls. But there were 30 that remained behind, and you were one of them. What was that moment like when all of a sudden the captives were separated, when you were separated?
It was horrible, because we didn't know we would remain, but one thing that happened as she talked to us, we started crying and they started beating us. So it was that bad moment ever.
What did Sister Rochelle say to you before she left?
She had a short statement. She was like, "Girls, I love you all. Remember to always pray. I'll continue to pray for you and I'll follow you wherever you will be as long as I still live."
Have you heard from Sister Rochelle since that time, since that night?
No, it's my prayer that one day I get to meet her, hug her, and say thank you for what she did.
Well, Victoria, we caught up with her, and she has a message for you.
Oh.
So we're going to read this, we're going to put it up. And she says, "Dear Victoria, I am sure you can imagine the great joy I experienced on receiving the news that you are a student at Notre Dame. I cannot express it in words. I praise and thank the Lord for His goodness and love for you and all of us. I thank Him for the gift of your life, your safety, and your return. I entrust you to Him to continue taking care of you. You and your companions have always been and are in my heart and in my prayers. I congratulate you and I am very proud of you. I love you very much and I will always be in communion of prayer and deep affection with you." Sister Rochelle, how does it feel to hear from her after all this time?
You've made my evening. Thank you so much. I'm grateful. I can't believe actually maybe you gave me the message.
Oh, those are answered prayers. You were in captivity for 8 years. You had 2 children during that time, and then you escaped. How did you escape?
So it was just an abrupt thing. Thought of escaping with a colleague. We left immediately, and I carried one child on my back, the other one on carried my son here. And we left